Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 3. Last time, oh my god, I'm so sorry for what happened last time. I was drinking coffee, I couldn't spit out 2 sentences to save my life, I was playing and failing cat hockey, we didn't really do anything, the video was really short.
Spyro, we urgently need your help. The evil cat wizards of Felinia have stormed our castle and captured our princess. If we don't stop them right away, they'll force her to marry Prince Azrael.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good. Oh, and also, Felinia, I just kinda got that. Just now, because, you know, I'm old, and I understand words and how they work. So yeah, I'm really sorry for last time. I probably won't even call that... Did that guy not drop a gem? That happens every once in a while. Occasionally, you will find enemies in this game that don't drop gems. There were some mammoths from the last world that didn't drop gems either. And this place is pretty cool, but... this is another world that's fairly long, so we're either going to have a really long episode or we're going to split it up into 2 parts or something. So basically the cat wizards make their friends bigger, and they can also shoot magic at you, or they can manipulate the environment like that. It's just all around no fun. Well, actually it is pretty fun.
Hurry, Spyro! If we don't get to the castle right away, the princess will be forced to marry that loser, Prince Azrael. Yeah,
that loser! So yeah, maybe the next part I'm thinking of just calling part, like, 18 and a half or something like that. Did he actually shoot me with his crossbow? Little loser. Now, there is a skill point to get here, but this is not a difficult skill point if you know how movement works in this game. On the other hand, though, getting past that can be kind of troublesome. I think it's possible to get up here and, like, go around it, but I don't kind of want to risk that because I don't want to fall into the pit. So you can just run around like that. That's the other strategy. Oh god, not fucking money bags again, jeez. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Well, Spyro, today is your lucky day. The wizards and I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps and let you pass.
Alright. Yes? No. No!
Suit yourself, Spyro. But every time I think of that poor fairy princess being captured by those villainous wizards, I simply break down in tears.
Oh my god. I can't even handle you, moneybags.
Well, Spyro...
Alright, fine, we'll pay.
You have chosen wisely, Spyro. I'll tell the wizards to raise the steps immediately. And, best of luck rescuing that princess. Or whatever it is you're up to.
Yep, we gotta rescue the princess, man. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the princess? Oh, you can talk to Moneybags one more time here and he says something kind of funny.
You know, come to think of it, the wizards only agreed to raise the steps. They never said they wouldn't lower them again. Those guys are pretty clever, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I bet you'd like to do crap like that, Moneybags. So the trick here is to, like, try to jump when you think that the steps are going to come back up so you get a bit of a head start on them. Kind of reminds me of that one place in Spyro 1, Alpine Ridge. There's an area like that where you got the... actually, a lot of this place reminds me of World 3 in Spyro 1. Because you got these guys manipulating the environment like the freaking... what were they called? The druids? The green guys that were running around in circles whenever you got close to them. They were doing like the same thing as that, and we got some bonus crap to do. Some bonus shite.
There is no time to lose. Prince Azrael and his cat armies are about to steal our poor princess.
That's no good. Man, they keep talking about this prince dude and the princess. And everything's going bad. We're actually almost at the end of the level. I was debating doing the, like the extra area stuff now, but wow, he sniped me, man. I was not expecting him to turn around and just shoot me like that.
I just saw Prince Azrael run into the castle. We have to stop him before he reaches the princess.
Yes, we must stop him. Now I'm going to try to see if I can do a trick here. But this is going to be kind of... Oh! Oh! I went too far! I angled myself just a little bit wrong, and I went too far past where I was supposed to go. Rip Spyro. Rest in peace. You were a cool dude. You were a bad enough dude to save the princess. That's a trick that speedrunners use, though. You can kind of, flame the guy, and in the cutscene, if you're gliding, Spyro can glide, and he can land right on the, your friend's corpse was blocking my flame there. That doesn't seem very fair. Well, fortunately, there's a frog. This is one of those worlds where it just does not seem like there's a lot of fodder anywhere. And we gotta collect all of these gems here. This courtyard's a pretty nice place, with the castle and everything. And make sure that you collect this stuff, well, I mean, I guess for purposes of just doing everything quickly. It'd probably be most efficient to get all of these gems before you you go up the whirlwind here, because this is pretty much the end of the level. This loops back around right to the front, but Spyro jumps down, does this all by himself here.
Oh, hi, Spyro. Isn't Prince Azrael just the dreamiest? The other fairies and wizards won't let us get married, so we're going to elope. By the way, Azrael says you can have this egg if you don't tell anyone where we went.
Yeah, sure. I'll buy it and just won't think about all of the Rule 34 that's going to happen with a fairy and a cat. That's just not fun at all. Sakura-chan! Jeez, I just had to. If you'll forgive the weeaboo-ness of that little outburst just a second ago. And man, her voice actress is just like, everything's so breathy and I'm gonna talk and take a really long time to say everything because the prince is so dreamy. Alright, well this actually gives me the perfect opportunity to show off something that I think is just hilarious. And I'm gonna stand right here for a second, and I'm gonna see if I can do this first try. But there was a speedrunner, and I'm pretty sure this is Tuval. It might have been Toto Ziggin, but I'm not actually 100% sure. Pretty sure it was Tuval, though. And he was trying to, like, find new ways to speedrun this level. And he has a video, he was doing this on stream, and he was like, man, I really hope that there's a wall you can just, like, fall through right here. And, like, no, that wasn't it. But there is a wall. It turns out that, like, the second he said that, he fell through a wall in this world. And I'm pretty sure that it's right there, except I fell into a pit. But you can, well, that's 2 deaths in this video. Just kind of funny stuff. But I think you can actually use that to get to another place where we need to go to do egg stuff. And, let me see if I can set that up again, though. Do it the cool way. I mean, it's not like we're ever gonna run out of lives, ever. Yeah, you can do this right here. And glide right there, and then you get up here, which is very cool. And this actually is kind of like, there's an egg right there on that platform. So we're gonna get there pretty soon, but first we got some stuff to do with Super Flame. Oh, and yeah, there's another egg right there, by the way. You're supposed to glide here from the other side to get the egg, but we can get that egg in a little while. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to show that off, because I thought it's kind of funny. We can get these guys. Boom! 2 for 1. Grandma. Okay. Oh, you know what? I need to... Crap. We need to get this guy. Man, that was a crazy... That was nowhere near close to that guy actually being where he was. So we'll get that, which is, I think, really the only thing that you need the Super Flame for. Did I pick up the 1 gem that guy... Oh, no, it's up there. Okay, I can't get that anyway. At least not yet. Because I'm in the process of getting the skill point right now, which is, kind of one of the more interesting skill points to get. Definitely takes at least some skill. Now, this is like the sort of thing that it feels like more of the skill points in this game should be. Instead of, like, catch the funky chicken. Or swim into the dark hole, which is one that we'll see much later. But this one, glide over here. Because this was the guy that was moving that rook around. Looks kind of like a castle. I've always called it a rook, though, because I am a chess player. I'm kind of a novice still, but definitely better than the average person. Mo. Or, if you are into Japanese culture, moe, which is just like being adorable or something. It's like, look at this. The rook is like clipping through that. It's like crazy. You can get up here, and I believe this is where you're supposed to make the jump from. But that other, like, rook with, like, weird tops things over here, you glide over here, you land here, you get the skill point. It's called, like, I don't exactly know what they call it, but it's like, this is a really hard glide to make. It's not that hard, especially if you make it from there, so... Now that we've kind of done everything there is to do in the main world, we can start doing kind of some of the side crap here. Oh, we gotta get that guy too? Oh, man. Now, okay, that was an error. Mistakes were made. What, that just kills you instantly? I thought you could glide out of that. Well, that's 3 deaths in this video. Also, that's 100 eggs in this video. Oh my goodness. So much death. Death approaches. But 100 eggs, man. If we wanted to, we could fight the final boss right now. Well, actually, we can't because we're not in World 4. But you need 100 eggs to open the door to the fight with the sorceress, who is, of course, the final boss. I mean, like, who even needs that to be, like... That's not a spoiler. I mean, it's, obviously, she's the final boss, so... This is where you're supposed to make that jump from. Just ignore what I was doing earlier, because I'm an idiot. Okay, when these guys are big, they're fucking invincible. There is nothing you can do that will kill those fuckers. I'm being totally 100% serious. Even if you have Super Flame, and you hit those guys with the fireball when they're big, they just will not die. So that's, you're kind of deadly. Make sure you avoid that. And now we have this. Oh my goodness.
According to legends, there's a golden goose at the top of this here mountain. I want to be the first person to the top so I can grab it.
No, or whatever you say, Jack.
I just bought some Instasprout Ultra Super Grow seeds from a bear with a bag of gems. He said they were magic, but I can't make them do anything. You can have a couple if you like.
Naturally, money bags. Now, if you remember your Spyro 2, and you remember it well, you'll remember that there was a challenge, kind of for 2 orbs, in the world of Zephyr, that's kind of like this, but a little bit different. What you're supposed to do here is use the seeds to make platforms, which is what you were supposed to do in Zephyr. But now you have 2 different kinds of platforms. You have flowers, which you can kind of jump on, and mushrooms, which you're not supposed to be able to jump on without help from the flowers, but you actually can if you do it just right. You need to stand in just the right place and then turn around like that. And let me see if I can do this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the pro way of doing it. And just like in the other one, you can flame these and get the seeds back. But you can only have one in your mouth at a time, so... Now let's see. I guess for this very first one, I want to do this kind of like as it was intended to do, without doing this trick, which is, really breaks the challenge. It makes it go so much faster. But there's some other stuff you can do. Well, maybe I'll do it for some places and not so much for others. Like, this one is kind of pointless because you get up there anyway, so you don't need to, like, go up there for gems in the first place. My throat is feeling really raspy today. I don't even know why. It's super humid outside because it's freaking raining. It's like 47 degrees in December. Get up there, Spyro! Get up there! Okay. You know what? I'm just not even going to waste your time. I'm going to do the challenge the scrub way. Going to do it the way for noobs. I'm not cool enough to speedrun this game. So, get it back up here. I think you get a little bit extra boost on the mushrooms if you're, like, in the middle of them. Hello. Oh, there's a seed up. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter then. We still didn't need the platforms down here to get up there, so... And now you can just get this in, like, no problem. You get up here, and this is where you get the first of the eggs for the challenge. This is, like, the halfway point.
I found this egg on the way up here. I think it was laid by a golden goose. We'll have to keep going. We're almost to the top.
Yeah! Get that golden goose stuff going. It's hard to believe that, and this is totally not on topic at all, but it's hard to believe that Christmas is only 9 days away.
You're doing great so far. Why don't you take 2 more seeds?
Alright, yeah, so he gives you 2 mushrooms this time. But yeah, like, so the other day, I ended up, and I mentioned this in another video that I put a while ago, but it was a set of, like, 10 Toho keychains from eBay. Now, is this a... No, that's another mushroom. Okay. So yeah, I actually did end up buying that set of 10 keychains, and apparently it won't be here for an eternity. It's not gonna... Like, it just shipped the other day, and they're telling me in the email that it won't arrive at my place until sometime between, I think it was December 24th and January 8th, which is like a huge, like, that's like 2 weeks difference. I mean, it is shipping from China, so it's like, well, what are you gonna do? But I also so I ordered that at like midnight, because that was like when I was up. And half an hour later, I got a call on my cell phone. And I was like, well, nobody calls me, so who the fuck is calling me at 12:30 in the morning? And it was a 313, like, number. I didn't want to answer it, though, because I don't answer suspicious calls, especially suspicious calls at 12:30 in the morning. So I just ignored it. And they didn't leave a voicemail or anything like that. And the next day, well, actually, later that night, at like freaking 4 o'clock in the morning, I checked my phone earlier. Well, I mean, like, they called me at 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't see that they had called me again until later. But I saw that they had called me again at like freaking way early in the morning, so that was just kind of weird. But they called me a third time, and I actually answered at that time, and it was a pre-recorded message from my freaking, like, credit card company, and they were talking about how I was like, yeah, you have a suspicious charge on your credit card. Just like, could you just verify that information for us? It's like, dude. So yeah, basically, it's not really an exciting story or anything like that, but I bought this thing. It was only like $50 too, but it apparently counted as a suspicious charge, which was funny because when I was at Youmacon, I overheard somebody saying that they wanted to pay cash because these kinds of things tended to show up as suspicious charges. So go figure. And now we're getting to the end of the egg. That was dumb. Why did I do that? I hit the circle button. I had like triangle and circle at the same time, which I tend to do a lot when I play this game. I don't know why, but it's like, I just do. You saw in the skateboarding race, you saw how I was like constantly shooting missiles and like shooting missiles at the time when I was pressing triangle to do tricks on the skateboard. It was crazy. That's like a bad habit I need to get myself out of. Okay, if we could get on these fucking mushrooms. Dude! Man, what is this? Like freaking Mario was here. That was like my stupid joke for the Speedway video that I put up, the very first Speedway. Get up there, yeah! Okay. Now all we gotta do is get to this dang gum golden goose. And of course he just freaking like Super Saiyan jumps up here.
At last, I found the legendary golden goose. You can have another one of its eggs for a souvenir.
Alright. Well, of course we know this isn't a goose egg. It's a dragon egg. Chuck. Oh man, that reminds me. Chuck is the name of the great guitarist Chuck Schuldiner, who, of course, started the band Death. Oh, Sexy Head Bash? Sexy Head Bash? No, Sexy Head Bash. You can head bash and then immediately head bash again and hit this thing. And this is where the bars, like, let you out, so which is why I said that we didn't need to go up there, but it turns out I was wrong. Well, anyway, yeah, so Chuck Schuldiner was the guitarist for Death, and he was freaking awesome. Nobody goes back here, but that was kind of a sidetrack. And he actually, like, the anniversary of his death was just a few days ago. It's December 13th. So I, of course, posted a death video on YouTube to honor the man. But he died in, like, 2001, and, like, you know how lots of rock stars die from, like, drug overdoses or, like, choking on their own vomit from freaking, like, drinking too much or whatever? Well, Chuck Schuldiner actually died from, like, brain cancer. So it's really, really tragic what happened to him. Now, there's one more thing that we need to do in this place, and it's another thing that I'm not looking forward to. Oh, there's this, too! I forgot about this shit. Oh, this is going to be a long video, but that's okay, because we had a whole bunch of short videos lately, so I don't care. And I don't want to put the other thing in another episode, because that would just be, like, ultimate lame-tastic. Especially doing that twice in a row. Like, oh man, I am so sorry. That last video was crap. Now, where is this thing? Where's it hiding? There you are. This question mark jar. I forgot that there was another one in here. You could actually see sparks in that other cutscene. He was making a whole bunch of gold dust appear, or whatever. It was like his little dragonfly pixie dust. Alright, and this thing you really have to chase everywhere. It's a real pain in the ass. Now there's this. We can turn back around and go the other... Well, we can't very well make this jump from here, so we gotta make it from over here. But yeah, this blue stuff, and I'm pretty sure that I got here before I ever played Spyro 1, because it was a long time since for me to get Spyro 1. Where did it go? I don't actually... Oh, that's right, it's down here. Yep. But yeah, the blue stuff here, it's just like the stuff in World 3 in the Magic Crafters world of Spyro 1, which is kind of cool. And I actually just thought of something else, Spyro related, but like, it did take me a long time to get Spyro 1 before Spyro 2 and 3. And the same thing happened with Ratchet and Clank, oddly enough, is that Ratchet and Clank 2 was the first one that I played, then I got 3 when it came out, and I didn't get the first one until way later. And guess what? We still aren't done with this thing. It goes all the way back to the spawn. It's not the spawn, it's like, who calls it spawn when you're talking about, like, PlayStation 1 platformers? Talking about spawn is for, like, people who played Prop Hunt, and it's like Gary's Mod and Call of Duty, Left 4 Dead, stuff like that. Not that you have to, I mean, like, obviously one of those games is not like the other, because Call of Duty sucks. At least I think Call of Duty sucks. But Gary's Mod is very cool. Now, I think that you might be able to get back... Oh, well, what am I doing? You could... Spyro was, like, at an angle there for a second. But that's okay, because we need to come back up here anyway. So we're about to do the last thing in the game that we do as Sergeant Byrd. So can I get a fucking huzzah? Oh, we got all the gems, which is very nice. This is the last thing you need Sergeant Byrd for in the entire game.
Good day, Spyro. I'd like to stay and chat, but I'm late for an engagement with a fairy friend of mine. She's just a friend, you understand. It's a strictly platonic relationship. It's certainly not a violation of military protocol whatsoever. What? What are you giving me that look for?
Who could love you, Sergeant Byrd, you freaking awful. And of course, here's the fairy girl.
Where have you been, James? We were supposed to meet in the temple an hour ago. And don't give me that old matters of national security line again. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, though. The whole temple is full of nasty cat witches anyway. We'll just have to call off our date. Well, that is, unless you want to battle the witches.
This challenge is awful. I hate it so much. And it's also where we get the other skill point that's in this world. But these cat witches have a very famous combo, where sometimes, well, you'll see what happens later. All you gotta do is wait for one, and now you shoot these windows. Basically, you get the skill point by shooting all of the stained glass windows, and there's only 4 of them. But I'm gonna save one of them is like a backup security, because there's actually 3 rounds of this that you have to do. So when they fly towards you is the best time to shoot them.
So, I see those rocket launchers aren't just for show after all. Well, I just hope your accuracy is better than your punctuality, because there are still a lot more witches in the temple.
Yep, we still have 2 more rounds of this shit to go, and the last one is by far the worst. You'll really see how awful Sergeant Byrd is as a character. You can try to shoot these guys, like, right when they spawn. I got one of them just a second ago. But it's pretty hard. You can... I think the TAS of this game gets all these cat witches early, and it's, like, totally negates the entire challenge. They will fly towards you, though, because the only way these guys can hurt you is by running right into you. Okay.
I must admit, James, I am impressed. There are still a few witches left, though, and this time they mean business. They even turned the floor into deadly blue ooze. Oh, be careful, okay?
Oh, yeah, so this is the bad challenge. This is all kinds of horrible. They have a famous combo where they'll hit you, and then Sergeant Byrd, when he's in midair, gets dropped significantly. He loses a whole bunch of altitude. And then he'll fall right into the ooze, and he'll take a hit. So that's pretty bad. Oh, nope, nope, and now they start shooting stuff at you, too. Okay. Okay, come on. This is another challenge that has me kind of nervous. Nervous for humanity! Okay, get him! Get him, get him, get him, get him! 6? This guy is just really harassing me. Okay, I'm gonna get this now. So there's the skill point. And of course getting the skill point heals Sparks to his maximum. Okay, we got this. We got this. No, dude, don't turn away from me. You just listen to me when I'm talking to you. When I'm shooting rockets at you. Shooting the rackets. Gotcha.
You did it, James. I knew you weren't the leader of the Hummingbird Resistance Movement for nothing. Now we have the temple all to ourselves. But first, I have a present for you.
Oh yeah, a present? Is it sex? Is that the present? So the present isn't sex? Well, that's disappointing. I'm getting out of here, woman! You don't know how to appreciate me. So we have 103 eggs. We're done with Charmed Ridge. We got another cutscene, an apology, and lunch.
Hello, I thought you might be hungry.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
I'm sorry this happened, but I tried to warn you.
I had to help Spyro rescue the eggs.
You just don't understand. If we don't bring dragons back to this world soon, all our magic will be lost.
The dragons used to live here?
Yes, this was their original home. But a long, long time ago, the sorceress banished them to the other side of the world. She didn't realize the dragons were the source of all our magic.
Maybe I could convince the dragons to come back, if you let me go.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Wow, that's crazy. So there's actually plot in this game. Motives, rational actors, people who are behaving accordingly. I mean, like, it makes sense that they just want to kidnap eggs, don't you? Don't you think? Well, anyway, man, I don't even know what to do. This has been a long-ass, fucking long episode. There's a little thing that I'd like to show off in this hub world, but I don't think I'm going to do it now. I'm definitely not going to do it now. I might not do it until the end of the LP. Like, maybe before the bonus world or something. But next time on Let's Play Spyro 3, Fireworks Factory. A fan favorite, one of the best works in the game. So I hope you've been enjoying the series so far, and I hope you be... Yeah. How you like them apples? Well, I hope to see you next time. Bye.